So recently there was a clip that went viral of this 12-year-old kid named Lil Brazy. He got pressed for dissing the Sorenos, right? What do you think of this situation in this era that we're in now where people do things for attention online?
Man, there could be some vicious consequences. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, I wouldn't pay attention to whatever comes out of a 12-year-old's mouth. Because I remember when I was 12 years old, I used to say some stupid shit. You know what I mean? That got me into sometimes some serious situations, but I backed my shit up. I ain't tried to call my mother. You know what I mean? My mother was coming to pick me up from the precinct. And that's a real story. That's a true story. But listen, man, you just got to be always aware of what you say on this internet, man, because it could come back and bite you on the ass. You could be mentioning somebody fucking around thinking it can't happen, and then dudes come around with their phone and be like, look who we got here. And they don't give a fuck if you're 12 or not. You get your face slapped off your shoulders, you know what I mean? For mentioning sureños or whoever, you know what I mean? Like, the streets are real.
I mean, it's kind of crazy though, right? Like the era that we're in now where people will say things for attention when they're not really about that life is so dangerous. Like, why would you even want to play like that?
Man, that shit's been happening since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? Since as far back as I can remember, before social media was even a thing, you had dudes that would say something on the block and it'll get back to the real sharks in the neighborhood. Like, yo, you was running around saying this? Plop, 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 plop. We get slapped up. You know what I mean? But now since dudes got a platform and, you know, they not somebody in their real life. So they try to create this persona and try to be somebody that they're really not. You know, it's just anybody like could do that. Anybody who has access to a YouTube channel, to an Instagram page, to a TikTok page, you could become who you want to become. You could create who you want to become on social media and not really be that in real life.
Right. What do you think of like, say, Adam 22 from No Jumper, right? Having Lil Brazy on there after the fact that he got pressed like that. Do you think that he was like exploiting him in a way?
Who was Adam 22?
He's the owner of No Jumper, the podcast. He's the white dude that has all the tattoos and everything like that. He's
okay. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, look, right? What does Adam 22 give a fuck? As long as he gets views, right? He don't care about nobody's safety. He don't care who he exploits. As long as he gets views, he owns a podcast, right?
Right.
So long as he got his podcast jumping, what the fuck does he really care who he's exploiting or not?
I mean, like, you know, even with content creators, right? When we think about this, like at some point, we got to practice a little responsibility too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you give people a platform to say certain things, but they have consequences for the things that they say too.
I mean, everybody's morality is different. You know what I mean? Everybody's morality is different. A lot of people, especially people in Adam 22's opinion, I mean, in Adam 22's position, he's just thinking about a new way to enhance his platform. So if that means bringing on what he brought on, the 12-year-old kid that got slapped up,
right,
to his show to speak to him about what happened with the Sureños, he don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, so long as his platform continues to stay relevant and jumping, he don't care who he puts on there, if you ask me.
Mm. Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy times. Like with you dealing with working with kids and everything, do you ever have conversations like this to them about like moving a certain way, being careful, like how you carry yourself?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every chance that I get to have like one-on-ones with some of the youth that I work with, you know, I let them know, you know, federal indictments are a real thing. You know, the time of the kingpin came and went. There's no more neighborhoods that are doing 150 grand a week like in the 80s and early 90s with crews like Obsession and, you know, Blue Thunder and Pure Energy and crews like that. There's no more crews like that. So in order for them to have job security, they create indictments, 50-man indictments, 40-man indictments just off of phone calls. So you got all these federal facilities with all these beds. They want to keep them beds filled up.
It's
Because
a
if they don't,
business.
they'd be out of work. So
Right.
it's a true fact. So this is a constant conversation that I constantly have with the youth that I have in my caseload. And at the Youth Offenders Program at the county jail, I run program there every Thursday. This is a constant conversation that I'm having with them.
That's real, man.